It's good to know that our district will continue to be represented by someone who will support the kind of crucial progressive legislation that we need. Although it does not appear that Senator Cream will have an opponent in the general election, I did tell her, and I stand prepared to offer any support that she may need moving forward. Because even though this was a competitive race and it was a close race, now that it's over, we're all on the same side. You know, nearly a year ago, I told Elise, my family and friends, that I was strongly considering a run for the state Senate seat representing my home district. There were a lot of reasons not to run. Many of you know them. And frankly, one of them came up over and over again, raised by almost every smart political thinker I talked to. And it boiled down to this: incumbent legislators in Massachusetts do not lose. You know, I'm proud of 1,000 things in this campaign. It's probably more than 1,000. But I'm proud of the hard work we all put in. I'm proud of the long hours. I'm proud of the stands we took and the roads we refused to go down. I'm proud of the commitment of so many good people to a campaign that faced long odds. I'm proud of the legions of young people who joined me over the summer, knocking on doors, making phone calls, and working to make a difference. I'm also proud of our creative use of technology and the fact that we left no stone unturned in our campaign. But I'm proudest of the fact that I was told over and over again that I couldn't win, and I decided to run anyway. Why? Because it's worth it to try when you believe that the system needs to change as much as I believe the system needs to change. Why? Because it's better to give it your best and fail than to stay out of the fight. Why? Because democracy without choice is not democracy at all, as far as I'm concerned. John F. Kennedy was right when he said, everyone can make a difference and everyone should try. These races are hard, especially when every incumbent feels the need to support, well, every incumbent. I have to say it's been worth every single second. And I want to thank the people of this district for making it worth every single second. Many of you have heard me tell this story many times before. But back in the 1990s, I was lucky enough to spend 2 years in Bosnia, working on rebuilding their legal system and promoting democracy and the rule of law. It was long hours, it was hard work, it was questionably good food, in a rundown office. Many of the similarities to our campaign office this time around, actually. But I learned that democracy works when people get involved, when they participate, and when they run for office. And I ran because I care, because I want to contribute, and with your help, I did contribute. During this campaign, I've knocked on thousands and thousands of doors across this district. You've knocked on many of them with me, Patrick. I visited people in Newton, Brookline, and Wellesley. I've met countless of that fascinating people. I've come away confirmed with what I suspected when we undertook this race to begin with, that our district includes some of the smartest, most engaged, and most welcoming people in the entire state. And in those living rooms, and on those front porches, and on those lawns, and on those sidewalks, I tried to listen more than I talked. And what I heard confirmed my decision to jump into this race, to become involved, and that it was absolutely the right decision to do. Because voter after voter after voter told me that they felt the same way I did. That we're not seeing the results we need from state government. We're not seeing the results on the progressive values and the progressive issues we want so much to become law. So much of this are falling victim to a system that is overrun by special interest money, that there is a troubling lack of accountability among our representatives, and that Beacon Hill has become mired in a cynicism and has lost touch with the people it's supposed to be serving. It's not enough simply to believe in the right things. The current system just isn't working. It's going to take hard work, energy, and commitment to remove those who only say the right thing, but won't commit the blood, sweat, and tears to actually do the right thing. And speaking of which, so many of you in this room have given blood, sweat, and tears to help make a difference and to help my campaign. And I can't tell you how much it means to me from the bottom of my heart. I do want to make a few acknowledgments, and I need to start with my outstanding campaign staff. Nora Burnham, you'd think I'd know their names by now. Nora Burnham, Paul Harris, Chris Thompson, and Patrick Matthews, and Kayla Carrot, who was with us before, have put in the extraordinarily long hours, the passion, the commitment, the time. I know they didn't do it for the money. To bring us this far and against such odds. They're a remarkably talented group of people, and I'm indebted to all of you forever. And they were led so ably by Ed Marin, who I'm not even sure is here yet. Ed, are you here? I'll have to redo this for Ed later. They were led so remarkably by Ed Marin, who helped us navigate the many challenges we faced and helped us develop what I thought was a smart, terrific campaign that we can all be very proud of. I also want to thank my close friends, my colleagues, so many of you in this room. Sorry. So many of you in this room who have put in so many countless hours over the past months, the better part of a year, to help me in this undertaking. Many of you became the members of my steering committee. Whether or not you did, I'm indebted to all of you, every single one of you in this room. I do want to especially acknowledge George Backrack and Warren Tolman, two people who have inspired me and have inspired so many others, and who have been my supporters and who have been invaluable to me throughout this campaign. So thank you for And finally, my family. You see them running around. Many of you are here tonight, stuffing the room as usual to make it look crowded. But I love you all, and I've treasured the campaign time I got to share with so many of you, especially my best campaign assistant, Alfie, and Natalie as well, who came out with me door knocking and to so many visibilities throughout the campaign. And of course, words cannot really express how much I appreciate the role that Elisa's played in all this. She's probably borne the weight of the campaign more than anybody, including me, and borne the weight of the family, but did it with her enthusiasm, her characteristic can-do attitude, and with her unconditional love for me. And I thank you so much. Look, I know the results didn't turn out the way we wanted to, but to me, tonight is still a victory party, and I'll tell you why. It's a victory for all of us who worked to change the status quo, to stimulate real debate in this district, and to get more people involved in our democracy. For me, this is also a personal victory over the cynical appeal of political complacency, and I thank you all for being part of it. I'm disappointed for all of you who worked so hard to help me challenge the status quo. Please know you have made a real difference, and I'm truly grateful for your support. I'm happy I ran. I look forward to the next challenge. This is not over. We've made a commitment that together we will have our voices heard, and I know that there are a lot of people who are already listening. Thank you very much for being here.